Hello, welcome or welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate and I am thankful to have you here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at how your person honestly views you at the current moment. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching it is when you're meant to hear the message. There will also be extended readings where we're going to be looking more into this person's feelings for you in the connection itself, but this reading is really meant to be about how this person views you, and it could be influenced by how they see you as a person or how they're seeing you in the connection. It just kind of depends on what comes through and the way that your person's thinking about you. So there are 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Numinous Tarot with this opalite crystal point. For pile number 2, we have the Trippin Waite Tarot with this angel aura point. For pile number 3, we have the Wayhome Tarot with this lapis lazuli point. So take whatever time you need. Feel free to pause the video to tune into the pile that you're feeling the most drawn to. You may be drawn to more than one pile, and that's totally fine. Just make sure that the messages are resonating for you, that it sounds like you, or it sounds like it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, definitely don't force it to fix. You might just want to pick a different pile. So I will have the timestamps linked down below, along with the names of these decks, the extended readings, and any information about me in case you guys are curious. Other than that, I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Numinous Tarot with this opalite crystal point, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person is currently viewing you. So I'm going to start off with tarot, and then we will also be pulling some oracle cards. There will be an extended reading if you guys are wanting to go deeper into this reading and you feel like it really resonates. I'll have that link down below, and I will I'll be choosing a topic as we go through your pile, and it'll be based on what's most relevant to the energies I'm picking up on. All right, I just want to take cards upright, so. All right, Spirit, please send me into pile number 1's person's energy and their view of pile number 1. How does this person view pile number 1? How do they view them? Okay, we have the Explorer of Tomes. I believe this is the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Tomes. Okay, so a lot of earth energy coming out so far. For some of you, this could be someone that you work with or have worked with. What's coming through right away is that they view you as someone that's reliable, someone that is competent and knows how to work well with others, how to collaborate. Like, I'm getting like an academic setting or a work setting. I feel like I'd be surprised if there wasn't some sort of way that this person has been able to see you in a work setting or a collaborative community kind of a setting. Doesn't have to be the case, but it's coming through. You guys might have an earth sign in your top 3 as well. All right, how does pile number 1's person view them? Okay, we have the 9 of Wands. So they view you as someone that's very resilient, someone that despite what challenges come your way, you keep persisting. And it might be a situation where you may be someone who's not super flashy about your achievements or progress, but you're someone who always doesn't give up and continues to be persistent in a sense where people might not pay attention to you for a little bit and maybe assume that nothing too big is going on, but then suddenly you've made a ton of progress in your life and there's a lot of success behind you because of sort of a work ethic that you have, or this person feels like you have a really strong sense of moral character. This is someone, they view you as someone to be taken seriously in a sense, like someone that deserves respect. So this person does respect you. What else for pile number one? How does their person view them? They view you as very smart as well. We have the Six of Wands. So they may view you as someone who is successful and popular, especially with the Three of Pentacles. They may feel like you guys have a lot of friends, or that, and also that you have a lot of success. Like I feel like you, because of your work ethic and the way that you move through life, I feel like a lot of people do look up to you. There's a sense of you being able to, you're like trustworthy, a trustworthy person that would definitely be, you're very a helpful kind of an energy, and you're also humble. This person views you as very humble, where it's like you kind of just do your thing. And it's almost like because of what you've been through with the Nine of Candles here, there's this sense of like you don't have a superiority complex, but nonetheless people do look up to you, and people do this person like views you as popular. What else? How else does the person view them? Okay, we have the Dreamer of Candles and the Ace of Tomes coming through. So the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Wands. And then we have the Three of Swords at the back of the deck, which is interesting. I'll have to look more into that. I'm gonna get my water really quick. So I feel like this person views you as someone, so while you may be, this person may view you as successful when it comes to like earthly pursuits, like your job or just like your physicality. They feel like there's just a grounded kind of an energy to you, but you also at the same time are someone that you are willing to start new things, or you're someone that is always going towards a new opportunity. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's like they view you as someone who keeps going towards their goals, or keeps getting back up again and continually grabbing at new opportunities. And with the Three of Swords here, it's like despite what you've been through, we have the Eight of Swords here. I want to look more a little bit at what they perceive that you've been through, but it's like you keep dreaming, you keep exploring. They feel like you're someone who you're not closed-minded. You're grounded, yet you also have this like fire energy coming through, where you seem like you could be a lot of fun. It's like you have two sides to you, where one side of you seems like more down to business and stable, but there's this other side to you that is like maybe more, not impulsive, but adventurous and open to learning new things. And it's like you don't get set in your ways is almost how I feel. And it's like despite whatever success you guys end up having, there's kind of this energy of never giving up your sense of curiosity in life. And it's like this energy of never stop learning in life. Like no matter where you end up getting to, no matter what amount of success you hold, you never let that make you feel too good to be open to new ideas. This person views you as someone who is interested in other people, is interested in learning about maybe other people's perspectives. And so they view you as someone who has a strong sense of self, but still maintains this sense of like curiosity and innocence to you. I want to see why is the Nine of Candles here? What do they perceive that pile number one has been through? Where's this Nine of Wands coming from? We have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so maybe they feel that you maybe gone through time periods where you haven't had such a strong sense of self, or because with the Eight of Swords to me, it can be this feeling of or more than anything else, it's not just to say that this person thinks that you've had a phase like this, maybe you have, but it's more like Spirit's calling out this card because they're saying that like a lot of other people in life may get caught up or think that there's nothing that they can do to improve their circumstances, or It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy that some people can, like if they get rejected or if something goes wrong in their life, like they can kind of take on a victim mentality, or like a mentality that like the universe is just not on their side. And so then they stop pursuing things or being open to things. And so then it becomes this like self-fulfilling prophecy. And so there's an energy here of this person feeling like, yeah, you may have had difficulties in the past, but this person's very impressed with, they look up to you, honestly, this person does. This person is impressed with how you don't let yourself be a victim, or you don't let anything stop you. Like this person views you as someone who's very, it's coming through a lot as like a work ethic where it's like, you keep learning. If you fail, you just get back up again, instead of kind of spiraling into this place of like, there's nothing I can do to change my circumstances. There's nothing I can do to move on from this or improve my situation. So they view you as, what's the word? Like a lot of like self-agency they feel like you have. And with the Three of Swords here, I feel like this is coming through as like a Saturn energy. And I am kind of getting like a Saturn return kind of an energy where this person feels like you're someone who does the work. You show up. You don't get lazy. Like even if you have had more success and you guys are more stable, it's almost like you don't ever let that get to your head, or you don't start slacking. Like there's this energy of like on to the next and always expanding. Yeah, we have the World and the Magician underneath that. So it's like there's just this energy that's very, yeah, with the World here, there's a feeling of you having learned a lot of lessons or being very wise as well. Can we clarify the Six of Wands? We have the Four of Swords. So yeah, this person may feel like there's a lot of people who are interested in you, or a lot of people that maybe want your attention, but there's kind of this vibe of you keeping to yourself. And again, like you don't exhaust yourself to look good for other people, and you are liked by other people anyways. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? We have the Lovers. Yeah, and there's kind of just this energy here of you, I'm hearing like choosing hope, choosing faith, choosing to believe that there's better days ahead. Like, and this is kind of giving me this energy of, yeah, we have Temperance here. It's like you guys heal, you guys are patient, and you guys trust. This is how this person views you, is that you trust in, like you alchemize things, and it's like you may turn like crappy situations into gold. It's like you see everything as an opportunity, and you see things through the light, through the eyes of love. And yeah, it's like you continue to make decisions from this place of love rather than fear, despite what happens. You know, it's like you don't close down. I'm thinking of that book, Untethered Soul, if you guys have read that. But in that book, he talks about staying open, like despite what happens, like staying open to the universe. And I'm kind of getting it as this earth energy. It's coming through as a very feminine energy that is in tune with like the flow of life and is open to the healing energy of the universe, is kind of what's coming through. Can we clarify the Dreamer of Candles? We have Justice here. Okay, yeah, and so there's kind of this energy coming through of like you being someone who's very fair. Like you will hear both sides of the situation. We have Libra energy here. And we also have Gemini. So two air signs as well. So this person just views you as very smart. And there's kind of an energy of this person feeling like you care about the future of humanity, or you're like kind of a humanitarian. There's like the 11th house energy coming through, and we'll get into Oracle, but there's a sense here of you almost like this is just interesting, but it's like this person, I don't know if you guys are involved in organizations that help youth, or you guys have strong opinions about, people having access to education. There's kind of, I'm seeing this like, we are all one. I'm hearing the song, it might be by Michael Jackson, I think, but it's like, we are the world, we are the people. yeah, that song's coming through. And so I just feel like you guys kind of believe in a better world, and you guys do what you can to ensure that, like, you care a lot about it, and you don't do this to look good. There's this energy here where it's like you have this what's the word, like charitable energy, or this like giving energy that really cares about equality and fairness, or like social justice even, and especially like for kids, it's coming through that way. And you don't do it just for show, you know. It's like you do it because you really care about like a better tomorrow, and like kind of a collaborative, I'm getting like an Aquarian energy as well, where it's like, let's just keep working towards a better world, and let's encourage more collaboration. And, you know, if people have been through other things, you may help people as like your profession, because I feel like there's this energy of you helping people who maybe get stuck in this Eight of Swords energy, where they feel stuck or like victimized, or like they don't have power, like their personal power has been taken away. I feel like you may even give people opportunities. Yeah, but let's get some Oracle now. I just heard sustainability. Some of you guys might like work on, like research that, or have a job that's related to like environmental sustainability, or just any sort of like sustainable plans that can better the future. It's just like very future oriented, and you want to improve things. How else does pile number one's person view them? Yeah, we have 3. It's like this community energy, but it's also about communication. And so, yeah, there's also this energy of you bridging the past, present, and future. So it's like, depending on what you have been through in the past, you use that to project into the future, and to make decisions that are an integration of what's needed through history. And I feel like this person views you as a very good communicator, and someone who brings communities together. Yeah, we have the 3rd house as well. There's something about community coming through. We also have 11 and 6 again, so it's like sustainability, the 6th house. Yeah, this person views you as someone who maybe brings communities together, like you have a community sort of oriented way of being, and it feels like you communicate from a very empowered place. Like you guys might be in the public eye in some capacity. But yeah, I feel like you guys, there's an Aquarian energy coming through. That's the best way I could describe it. I feel like you guys have very forward-thinking minds. Can we get one more from this deck for how pile number one's person views them? They view you in a very positive light. We have solar eclipse. And I feel like that we have Capricorn back of the deck. So like, yeah, I am getting a very earthy, earth and air coming through really strong. I want to see if there's anything I'm missing from this. So this energy actually makes a lot of sense for what I've been picking up. So I have the book here, and it talks about like giving up ego and identity in order to merge with sort of a deeper identity. Yeah, it says it's space to feel a transitory surrender of ego and to feel into a deeper identity. And there's an energy here of you being a light to walk through darkness. And it's like this energy of giving of we before I. And so it says, okay, and I was getting this too. So it says, though they are difficult, solar eclipses are opportunities for us to align with new narratives, to recognize our need and capacity for continued growth. And so I was really getting this energy of you guys pushing growth forward, caring about the future, and doing this through a true, what's the word for this? Like, it's a very obvious word, but it's not self-sacrificing. It's like, it's just genuine care for others. It doesn't come from like an egoic place, essentially. So this person views you as extremely genuine, extremely other-oriented. Yeah. All right, how does pile number one's person view them? Okay, we have all tied up. Again, this is like this energy here with the Eight of Swords. We have cornucopia, yeah. There's this energy here of like, you guys may have a huge mission in this life. Yeah, we have caring connection as well at the back of the deck. But this person feels like you're leading us like literally into a better world. And like with all tied up here, it's like, there's this energy here of like, usually like, you know how they're covering their eyes and it's almost like in moments of stress and anxiety, like we don't know where to go. And also this solar eclipse card is talking about that, like momentary times of confusion that are actually opportunities to move towards a sense of growth. And it's seeing those difficult time periods as activations to move into more abundance and a more like to embrace more love and abundance essentially. And so I just feel like there's this energy of you being able to persevere and move forward and help others move forward when the lights seem to be turned off or when we can't see the way forward. You're like like you hold a torch for that. And you have a lot of love. Yeah, this person sees you in such an incredible light. So I'm curious for the extended reading. I definitely want to get into how this person is viewing the relationship with you. Like, what are their current thoughts and feelings about your connection, about you? Let's get a message from this person, like what they want to tell you, and we'll pull message cards as well. They also view you as someone who stays true to yourself, stays consistent and grounded despite like what other people think and like how other people can fall into, you know, can kind of go through these upswings or like do certain things that are out of character. They just feel like you have a really strong character and you stick to your truth. How else does pile number one's person view them? We have cardinal, yes. Instigation, bravery, a pioneering spirit. Yeah, so they feel, again, like I was literally just saying, they feel like you hold the torch forward. Yeah, this person feels like you're almost like one of the first people to go through something. Or it's like you have this bravery and this ability to push other people forward through their hurt, through their sense of immobility and feeling stuck. It's like you lead the way. You begin a transformation. And it's innovative, right? It's that Aquarian energy that I was getting. So you could have cardinal energy in your chart as well. How else does pile number one's person view them? Like as a leader as well. Yeah, we have Venus. Give and receive love, find value, see beauty. So, and then Earth at the back of the deck. Yeah, persistent, patient, practicality. This person, air underneath that, and then Libra underneath that. Yeah, so you guys definitely could have Libra or just like air in your chart, but open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. They definitely feel like you guys have a really powerful mind, but they view you as very feminine and tuned in with Mother Nature. Like there's this energy of you being like tuned in with that. Also like Aphrodite is coming through. This person just feels like you believe in this, it's like the opposite of Mars, where it's like every man for himself. It's like Venus is it wants peace and harmony and what's beautiful. This person feels like you may be very beautiful as well. But they feel like you are this trailblazer to bring, it's funny because exactly what I was saying is like with the dreamer of candles, it's kind of like this cardinal energy, but you also have this balancing earth energy. It's like you have both of these within you. And so I think it just really works. And this person just views you as very giving. And again, like, you know how I was saying, it's like you receive nurturance from Mother Earth is kind of what's coming through. And I feel like you do see value in a lot of people. And I feel like you see situations that are maybe inharmonious or challenging in some way. And I feel like you turn it into gold. I was like seeing Rumpelstiltskin, like how someone like was able to like turn hay into gold. Like I was seeing you in that sort of energy. So yeah, this is what I'm getting for you. Definitely curious to get more into the connection itself because this person has such a positive view of you. So I want to see how they're viewing the connection, like how they're feeling about you, what they want to say to you, all of that. So we're going to go deeper into it if you guys are interested. I'll have it linked in the description, but if it's resonating, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. Those are all ways to better tune into my energy field and vice versa, so I can channel more specifically for those of you that are interacting. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It's such an honor to read for you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for letting me do this, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Trippin Waite Tarot and this Angel Aura Crystal Point, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person is currently viewing you. We're going to be starting off with tarot, and then we're also going to be pulling oracle cards. So this reading is really meant to be, how do they view you as a person? Like, what do they think of you? For the extended reading, we'll probably get more into this person's feelings and things like that. But this reading really is meant to be more focused on this person's subjective view of you. So Spirit, please put me into pile number 2's energy. I just want to get the microphone actually a little bit closer. Okay. How does pile number 2's person view them overall as a person? How do they view pile number 2? Or if anything else comes through, that's also okay. But how does pile number 2's person view them? The 7 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Wands. We have Judgment. The 3 of Pentacles. See, this is actually coming through a little bit more like in the context of the relationship. Pile number 1 was more like this, like your attributes, but I feel like this person, when they do think about you, it feels like it's influenced by the connection with you. But okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles here and the 3 of Wands. The first message that's coming through is it's like this person views you as someone, both of these cards are about like waiting. So it's almost like they feel like something's still developing in your life, or something's building, something is expanding, but it's almost like you're in flux, or you're in some kind of a time period where it's like maybe you've planted some seeds and you're just kind of waiting for your garden to grow. But I do want to, can we clarify more? How does pile number 2's person view them? With the 7 of Wands, so 2 7s here. How does pile number 2's person view them? Queen of Wands, okay. 7 of Swords at the back of the deck. Okay, your person views you as someone, number 1, who's very attractive, very charismatic. So we have the fire signs. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. If not, it's just coming through that this person views you as stepping into more of your confidence. And I'm hearing like no BS almost, or like no, with Judgment here, it's like you guys are, I'm hearing cutthroat, but like, that's a little bit intense. It's more like you guys are in a discerning kind of an energy where you're standing really strong in your values and not letting other people like bulldoze over you. And so it feels like there's this energy of you being being discerning and being cautious about who you kind of let into your circle, number 1. Like there's kind of an exclusive energy around you, but it's coming from a really grounded place where maybe this person knows that you've learned certain lessons around who you trust and who you associate with in the past. And so it feels like you guys are on to new horizons with the lessons that you guys have learned, and you guys are learning to stand just really, I'm hearing sovereign, like learning to be a very sovereign being that trusts that what's coming to you is like, you're not going to settle or take yourself off a pedestal. You would rather wait for what you deserve, and you'd rather block off what would undermine you or what would not meet your standards or not meet your needs. It feels like this person is seeing you in a very empowered is coming through. This person views you very empowered. Again, like no BS. Like, I feel like there's kind of this energy with the Seven of Swords here. Like, you're not, like, if anyone comes towards you playing games, you're going to recognize that from a mile away, like literally a mile away. You're looking at what's coming in. It's like you are aware of what you want. You're aware of how things should be developing, how things should be going because of what you've already learned. And you're not, yeah, again, it's like, it's almost like, okay, if you are like with these ships coming in here, there's this sense that these ships are coming. This person's looking patiently, like not in a rush, just waiting to see what these ships are. And it's almost like if it's not a sufficient ship, or if it's not like a ship that this character is interested in, it's like you'll let it keep passing because you're going to be willing to wait for what does honor you. Yeah. So I'm going to keep that here. I might clarify a little bit more at some point. But let's get some oracle now to see. How is pile number 2's person viewing them? Just like you're stepping into leadership or something, or like it's giving me a royal energy, like an energy of someone being like, stand before me in complete transparency or don't come at all. Like with this sun, I'm seeing this one card as well that's like fear that the light will bring judgment. It's like this person's seeing you as a very bright light right now, and honestly a little bit intimidating. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is somewhat intimidated by you, or maybe even feeling like, and this is more their feelings, maybe they're feeling like, again, there's just an energy of coming correctly. Like this, like you'll wait, you're not going to chase after anything. You're in a receptive energy, but it's also rooted in like you're directing the experience. You're the running the show of your own life is how it feels. And there's no changing your mind. There's also like this person views you as very determined and headstrong in like what it is that you want, what it is that you value. And you're willing to call a spade. Like if it's not what you want, yeah, that's kind of the same thing I've been saying. So let's get some oracle. So how's pile number 2's person currently viewing them? We have Yod. Okay, we have a few coming through. So we have 3, Pluto. Okay, let me just scoot this over. And 6 here. Yeah, so again, it's coming through like the 3 energy. We have 2 3s. And also 3 7s. So that's interesting. Okay, what am I getting here? This person views you, yeah, as someone who's going through some kind of a transformation. With Yod, this can talk about challenging aspects. I might want to double check it really quick because I haven't read that definition in a while. But again, it's interesting how the Yod is like 3. And I'm getting this other message here where it's like, it's almost like you're learning how to balance things out, but it's almost like beyond just like a partnership. It's almost, I've never like thought of this before this way, but I'm getting this energy of learning how to integrate more aspects of self. So it's like, think about how like we have 1, which would be yourself, and then when it's 2, it's like you and another person, and that's like the ecosystem, you and them. But with 3 here, it's almost this sense of this person thinking that you're learning lessons or that you have had some sort of experiences when it comes to like community. So like this could even be like how you are in groups. Like there could be like the way you are in friendships, the way that you are at work, the way you are in family. Like anytime that there's sort of a group there, it feels like you guys are having, with Pluto as well, it's like a lot is coming up from the subconscious with Judgment here. It's like this is like a rebirth in a sense of a reckoning or a resurrection. Yeah, resurrection would be the right word. This person views you kind of like in an individualist mindset right now, though. Like it's almost like about you. Like you feel very central to the way that this person views you. Like it's like you and then like a community or something. But with 6 here, I feel like you're very focused on balance and equal give and take, making sure that and I'm even seeing it where it's like it's almost like you're moving from 6 to 7, where it's like 6 is all about this like balance and like give and take and like equality almost between like people. But I feel like you're in this like leadership where it's like you're stepping into 7 and it feels like this sense of claiming yourself as a leader, claiming yourself as someone that like somewhat of an individual even within that 6, right? It's almost like you're not dissolving into this ecosystem of others. It's like you're standing out as this one individual amongst sort of like an ecosystem. I've never explained anything like this. I almost don't know exactly like what they mean, but it's interesting. Here, I'm actually gonna look at Yod really quick. So Yod essentially just talks about, I feel like in the spiritual community, it's similar to generational curses or generational trauma, where it's like this person views you as someone who has a lot of transformational work that you're doing when it comes to the self and groups, and it starts within your family dynamic. And so it's almost like this person just definitely sees you as someone who's had to learn how to step into their power. That could be something that is a part of like the generational trauma, learning how to have boundaries, learning to know like what your worth is, learning to maybe slow down and invest things. There's almost this energy of like learning to be more in control when other people's energies are involved. I'm hearing Silence by, who's that by? Khalid? It says, I'm in need of a savior, but I'm not asking for favors. I've always felt like a burden. I found peace in your violence. Don't tell me there's no point in trying. There's something here about like big themes that this person feels like you deal with. Like there's just this energy of like you face responsibility head on. Like this person views you as someone who faces the shadow, faces the truth. You face the truth. Despite what other people's may be pressuring you, or maybe it stands out, or it's something that maybe there was like a lot of conformity in your family or something like that. But it's like there's just this energy of like you being very brave and not stepping away or trying to sneak away from your responsibility, or from like okay, this is what I'm getting is like the 7 of Swords is this energy where it's like they're trying to get what they want by being sneaky and like not being noticed. So it's almost like to avoid from being seen. There's this energy of being the opposite of the 7 of Swords, like literally being in this energy where it's like having the audacity. It's almost like at the opposite end of a spectrum, where it's like, let's say there's this very sneaky energy, but then that maybe can get what they want, but then you're on the opposite side where it's like you're gonna get what you want come like hell or high water is what I'm hearing, but you're gonna stand very visible and you're gonna fight the battle. Like you're not gonna steal. And it's almost like this is like a tactic where you try to get what you want without conflict. For you, you're like, no, I'll face the conflict. I know my truth, I'll stand in it, and I'm gonna get what I want, and I don't have to like hide or like anything like that. So yeah, this person views you as very brave. And very, like, a good communicator as well. They view you as like a leader. Okay, what else? How else does tall number 2's person view them? We have house 2, physical security, possession, material values, and self-worth. Again, it's coming through like, I'm going to get what I deserve. Like what, like physical security, material values, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here. Like, you guys may be rewriting karma around like physical abundance. Like if you had like poverty in your family or something like that, it's like, I feel like you can live in this mindset where you feel like you have to be in this scarcity mode, or like you have to like scavenge for what you need. Like there's this energy of you healing wounds that are in the 2nd house when it comes to like how you make your money, or how you make your material values, or like how you establish that. And like self-worth is coming through really strong, where it's like you're in this self-worth of like, this is what I deserve, this is what I'm gonna get. Now I want it, I got it. Coming through by Ariana Grande. What else for pile number 2? We have house 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Okay, interesting. You know what I'm even hearing? Just want to make sure we're still in view. I'm hearing that it's like maybe there was some sort of generational karma where like maybe one person held the power in relationships, is the person that made the most money. There's just this energy of you wanting to work and fight for your right to be a sovereign being. Like you want to have a sense of independence to you. So when it comes to relationships, that you aren't having to sacrifice or having to be at the will of someone else because you don't have your own security. It's like you believe in expanding your horizons. You believe in investing in yourself and going through whatever process it is, even if it's longer, even if it's harder, to make sure that you can take care of yourself. And it's all for the right to, it's very like feminist energy coming through. You don't have to be a female, but it's like, it's coming through like that, where it's like challenging sort of that old school mindset. So they view you in this way. They view you as being like this. Yeah, and like rewriting what's not rooted, what's not founded in truth or love. It's like, yeah, so you kind of feel like a fighter as well. Someone who can handle a lot, someone who can transmute energy, sort of an alchemist. They view you in this light of like, I don't understand how you do it. I don't understand how pile number 2 is so able to face these challenges. Like maybe they don't feel like they can, but it's just highlighted. All right, let's get one more for, okay. Yeah, we have the Sun, self-express, embodied truth. Yeah, it's like you're standing in your truth. We have Leo coming through again, but we also have Venus. Yeah, so there's this really interesting energy of like, I'm not abandoning Venusian principle. Like it's almost like this really cool blending actually of like Venus and Mars, where it's like, okay, you're willing to be in this, you are a cooperative person, but you're rewriting that doesn't mean that you're not going to defend yourself and stand in your truth and fight for your individualism and your desires and what you want. Like you're not going to sacrifice that for the group, but nonetheless you still are tuned into these like Venusian principles of like giving and receiving, creating harmony, you know. But it's like you're not willing to keep the peace at the expense of you and like what you deserve, what your needs are, what you want out of a situation. So this person views you as someone that's like very capable of interdependence, essentially. It's like you guys aren't avoidant of relationships, but you're also not gonna lose yourself in that. So for the extended, I want to look at how this person currently view, or how they currently feel about you. Like what are their feelings and thoughts about you and the connection. So tuning more into that aspect. I want to look at what this person wants when it comes to this connection as well. All right, so let's just get some more oracle cards. How does pile number 2's person currently view them? Yeah, Angel of Strength for a fact. So a lot of Leo with the Sun, with the Queen of Wands, and Angel of Strength. But it could even be Aries as well, because it's like it's coming through as Aries, where it's like I'm in my individualism. Yeah. So yeah, they view you as someone who's very strong, someone who can overcome opposition and challenges. Like, you're not afraid. Like, you face your fears. Yeah, with Judgment. We have the Thinking Man. How does pile number 2's person view them? Then we also have Journey. Yeah, so there's this energy here where this person may even view you as someone who they can't manipulate. I don't know if this person like wants to manipulate you, but there's almost this energy of like, because you're strong, you have your values, your boundaries, you know what you want, but there's also this open-hearted energy where you're on a journey with the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Like, things are still developing for you. That's what I was getting right in the beginning, is like, you do seem to be in this energy of still figuring out, like, you're not completely settled in your energy. But there's this feeling here that like no amount of like wit or logic or like, you know, when people try to be superior by like being smarter or something, like there's kind of this energy here where it's like, it doesn't, almost because of your character and like because of how strong you are, it's very hard to manipulate you. Like, you don't even have to fight with intellect. Like, it's not like you are also being tricky back. It's almost just like you are so willing to move forward and move on if like you're not feeling it, or like you don't have a lot of weakness. You know how people, when, and I'm not like calling anyone out for being manipulated, obviously, but it's like, I feel like people will look for weaknesses in others, or will look for people's vulnerabilities or soft spots where they can pull the strings. Then it's just this energy of this person feeling like they can't do that with you, and you'll just leave, you know, or because you'll just leave. So yeah, if that sounds like your energy and you want to go more into your person's honest thoughts and feelings for you, along with what they currently want when it comes to this connection, I'll have it linked down below. We'll also go into what this person would say to you if they're being completely honest with you, and then we'll pull some ending advice for you. So I'll have that link down below in the description box if you want to join me. That's one of the best ways to support my channel. So thank you to every single person who does participate in the extended readings. But of course, any of your time is such an honor to have, and I just appreciate reading for you. Other ways you can support the channel is by liking the video, leaving a comment, and subscribing so you don't miss the next pick a card reading. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Wayhome Tarot with this lapis lazuli crystal, this is going to be a reading where we're looking at how your person honestly views you. So it may come through a little bit more like how they view you as a person, your character. It could also be to do with your experiences or what they know about you or the connection. So I'm really just gonna be tuning into what this person really thinks about when they think of you. And where that viewpoint comes from is probably unique to each situation. So let's get into it. We will be doing an extended reading where we'll be looking more specifically into this person's feelings and things like that, more related to the connection. But I will still be figuring out the topic as we go to see like what makes the most sense or what you guys need the most deeper information on. So Spirit, please tune me into pile number 3's person's energy. How do they view pile number 3? How does the person on pile number 3's mind view them? All right, we have the Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna take them. We have the Hangman, so we have Pisces energy here with that. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands and the Daughter of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are somewhat of a contradictory person, or not contradictory, but you guys have a lot of dimension to you. This is someone who views you as, they might even get confused by you sometimes just because there are these different aspects to you that seem to be opposite. Like there's kind of this energy of either being extremely like fun and like extroverted, or like excitable, adventurous, creative. Like excitable is really coming through, especially with these fireworks. Like that's just like a very like explosive kind of an energy. Same with the Ace of Wands. It's kind of like coming through like cardinal, where it's like, I'm hearing, let's get it started and that song. And there's kind of like a feisty vibe to you guys with the Five of Wands coming through, but also with the Hangman, there's almost this energy. I'm hearing like all or nothing. Like I feel like you guys, this person views you as someone who, like when you care, like you're very passionate, and kind of intense in a way. But there's also this energy of you that I'm hearing like you guys might be able to disassociate. I don't want to use that word lightly, but it's kind of coming through where, I just heard When We're Asleep, Where Do We Go? Or like that song. So this person views you also as someone that's very like dreamy, like with this Pisces Hangman energy. Like you're kind of in your own world sometimes, and this person doesn't know what to expect from you sometimes. Like they feel like it's kind of like a roll of the dice. Like you're someone that's hard to predict as well to them. This person views you as having like a very youthful spirit to you, but also having a sort of mystical, like higher chakra vibe, like with the third eye chakra and even the seventh chakra is kind of coming through in this like universe right here with the Hangman, where it's like you may even sometimes like pull back your energy, where it's like you might have been very like passionate or gung-ho about something, and then so this person kind of thinks they can predict you, or you're like always going to be like that. Then I feel like other times this person sees you, they see this more grounded, contemplative person. Yeah, interesting. What else? How else does pile number 3's person view them? We have the Magician, and I was holding the deck in reverse, but I don't want it to be in reverse. All right, we have the Eight of Swords at the back of the deck, but this was in reverse. Interesting. I am going to put this one in reverse. And I'll keep the Magician. I feel like that happened for a reason. This person, okay, this person may even think that you guys are, I don't think this is true, but I feel like this person sees you as maybe being like manipulative because you have different sides to you. And I feel like I've heard this energy before, of like thought of this, but it's like because you are multidimensional and there's a lot of layers to you, it's almost like, I just heard unlike F-wittable with, like this person feels like they can't like F with you, or they feel like they see you as very magical, number one. Like they see you as someone that can create something out of nothing, or someone that has a lot of power to them. Like this person feels like you may be very good at arguing as well. Like you're someone that they don't want to get in an argument with. And there's a very strong like passion energy coming through. Like you guys may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart, because it's just coming through like a firecracker. With this Magician in reverse, it's like this person's almost afraid of you like messing with their mind, or like being someone that is like witty or like quick thinking. Someone who's a challenge. Like this person views you as someone who's very much like a challenge. And with the Eight of Swords in reverse, like I am getting this as someone who does their own thing, kind of marches to the beat of their own drum, and doesn't, it's like you don't get stuck with the worries and the concerns of like a lot of other people, or like being concerned about how people view you, or feeling like you can't do something. Like there's a very strong energy of like anything's possible with all these Wands cards. Like there's a sense here of you don't spend a lot of time in stagnancy, and there's almost an energy where it's like if something doesn't move forward for you, or like something doesn't work out, you see things from a different perspective, and then you are able to shift your energy. Like, you don't let anything stop you or get you stuck. It's like you just pull back your bow and arrow and just you move forward. This person views you as very like unstoppable by Sia's coming through as well. Let's get some Oracle. This person might even be somewhat intimidated by you. Because I'm hearing that song like, I had a dream, I got everything I wanted. Yeah, this person feels like you are like just on another level. Like, you guys definitely are not like anyone that they've met before. Very unique. Very sweet as well. Like, there's kind of like this child, but not childish in a bad way, but like playful energy about you. Like, you guys may like flirt through play fighting, or kind of enjoy like witty arguments or something, or like that could be like a love language for you. Like, maybe even like teasing. You guys might tease, like not in like a Mercury based way, like with your statements and your words. It's like this person maybe feels like you're someone that people misunderstand, or someone that people might underestimate, but it's almost like, no, like this energy packs a punch. Like, don't underestimate pile number 3. All right, what else? How does pile number 3's person view them? Yeah, we have the 5th house, which I'm not surprised to see, because this is that like Leo, playful, creative, fun sort of energy that is very expressive. Like, I feel like you guys may like get very excited about things, and I feel like your facial expressions really show a lot. And I just feel like you're a very expressive person that still is in touch with their inner child and play. Like, it's just that playful energy that's like loyal. It's sweet, it's compassionate, but it's fiery at the same time. And I'm even with the Magician in reverse, it's almost in the same way that like children can be manipulative to get what they want, but it's almost like through being like charming. Like, this person thinks you're very charming, but it's like innocent. There's like an innocence charm to you where it's not manipulative in a way that's like evil or like narcissistic. It's more like the way you move is like, even if there is a conflict, you have a way of getting what you want, is how this person feels. Like, you have a way of charming a situation or getting out of the things that would restrict normal people, or like people might stop or be like, oh, there's no way through this, or like you guys might even push boundaries a little bit. Like, there's kind of an energy here of like, if someone says no to you, you'll just kind of find another way. But it's coming like a child, you know, like a child asking again, and then it's like, oh, okay, like I'll take you for ice cream or something. But it's charming to this person, and it's like on this surface you could seem just like naive, or like someone that could be like messed with in a way, but it's like underneath that there's like this hangman wisdom kind of an energy where it's like you're actually really wise, is how this person feels. Yeah. All right. What else? How else does pile number 3's person view them? Okay. So unfortunately my camera just died, and I was in the middle of explaining the 5th house card. And so I'm not sure exactly what I've said, but like the 11 card came out as well. And so to just kind of fill you guys in, this person views you as someone that has this energy of being like a Zen master, where, and I told this story where it's like, Alan Watts talks about how people who are like seeking enlightenment will try to find a master, and then when they meet the master, they project all of these like expectations of how that person's gonna be. So like you might project onto like a Zen master that they'd be like very calm, or like not have a sense of humor, or be very like stoic. But it's almost like you play jokes at convention. Like you're this like heavy hitting wise energy in the vessel of like a playful person who doesn't take life too seriously. And I get this energy sometimes where it's like, it's almost like God showing up in a form that you don't expect. And because it's a message in itself of like the way that we categorize things can be trying to put them in boxes or trying to make them follow a certain format. And it's like almost like this reminder sometimes that what we think about someone or what we project onto them isn't always the truth. And so I feel like you guys are people that are very spiritual with 11, very masterful. You are very heavy hitting energy. You have a lot of wisdom to you, but it's almost like you show that you can have this wisdom, but it doesn't mean you're not a lifelong learner. It doesn't mean you're not spontaneous. It doesn't mean that you don't like to have fun. You don't take things too seriously. And it's an energy where it's like when we start to take life too seriously, it's almost like we forget that we're here to like dance, you know. It's like dancing has no purpose besides the expression of dancing. Or like music, like there's no like reason for music besides like music itself. And so there's kind of this energy where you approach life in this way that's very maybe unconventional. Or maybe you guys look like someone who would be conventional and then you're just like not. Or it's just people project a lot of things onto you and there's just so much more than this. And then with the 11 card, it's like, look at this multidimensionality being shown here is like, you're so much more than what like someone's first impression might be. They also view you as very experimental and like just with all these pages, it's like there's this energy of you never stop learning, you never stop being curious, you never lose your connection with your inner child. This is how this person views you. Yeah. You like to stir things up is how I feel. Like it's almost this energy of like, I like when there's contradiction. Like I like when things aren't just boring and plain and simple and predictable. You guys are like unpredictability in some kind of a way, or like you guys just are unpredictable. All right, what else? How else does pile number 3's person view them? We have the moon. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. So they view you as like kind of a mystery with the moon coming through here. They feel like there's so much to you, so much depth that like kind of like the ocean, but it's like this feminine energy of they don't understand you. It's like there's this energy here. You're like a mystery to them. You are I'm hearing like a mind F. Like you guys are someone that there's like this almost energy of like elusivity or like illusion or like almost like, is pile number 3 even real? Like who is pile number 3 actually? Like this person doesn't know almost. And it's almost just because they can't put it in a box. It's like the unseen. And it's almost like with the moon, you can't see what you can't see. Don't quote me on that. But it's like it's hard to grasp because it's not something that can be clear almost. It's like there's this energy of you morph and shift and you're changeable, like with the moon and like the cycles of the moon, how there's like the feminine principle is almost chaos, you know? It's like that's an aspect of the feminine principle, but I feel like you guys express this in a very playful way. Okay, we have trine, angelic support, harmony, perfect flow. Yeah, and so I feel like this person feels like you guys are spiritual, or you have a lot, like this person almost feels like the universe, like you're one of the universe's favorites, or they see you as a light worker, kind of as like an angelic kind of energy where you just have that quality of like divine humor. Like, you know how the universe likes to kind of like joke, or like there's just an energy of like people that are very tuned into spirit. It's like there's like almost an inside joke with life where it's like you guys may just say things at the right time, or you guys may just always seem like there's like some other wisdom coming through you. And it's like they almost just don't understand how you do it, or like how you flow with the universe. it's hard to even describe this energy because it is so magical. It's like there's just this really strong magical energy of like just the way you show up. And we have house number 1, so individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Like that's what this person thinks about the most, is like just like how unique you are, and like the way you go about, you're like a leader, it feels like, because you're so unique. And this person almost views you as well as someone who's like very confident in themselves, and someone that like you're not gonna be victim, you're not gonna like sit in a victim mentality. Like I feel like you guys, nothing can kind of bring you down as well. Like you just feel like a Houdini, like you feel like a jokester almost, or like someone that's like just, I'm hearing like something to behold. I'm hearing that song, I could easily lose my mind. Is it Georgia on my mind? Yeah, but it's like she's electricity running through my soul. Yeah, so this person, yeah, I could easily lose my mind. The way you kiss me will work each time. Elegant and bold. Yeah, it's just like, and that song kind of has contradictions in it where it's like, yeah. Eyes innocent and wide remind me of a child. Oh my God, you guys, that song. So Georgia by, oh my God, this is like very obvious artist. I can't think of it, but you guys will know this song, I'm sure. Remind me what it's like. Oh my gosh, you remind this person of like, you bring like this thrill of life. Like you are so in tune with what makes life worth living. Like, for example, it's like you guys see life as a dance, you see it as a creation. And a lot of people can be almost like taking things really serious in life. And you just come across like this person that doesn't do that, essentially. And it's kind of mysterious. It's a mystery to them. I feel like they don't fully understand it. Yeah, because with Gemini here as well, it's like there's a mutable energy to you. Honestly, you're everything. I can't even put a category on it, but that's Gemini. It's like we have the black staircase and we have the white one, where it's like kind of two opposites or twins, like two sides to you. And it feels like the two sides to you, like one is this very wise, like contemplative energy that's like grounded and realistic. And then there's this other side of you that's just like this firecracker, like tuned into the inner child energy. What else for pile number 3? How does their person view them? All right, we have man holding a coin. We have the garden and the gate. We have broken heart. Interesting. So I feel like this is coming through. Yeah, you may have walked away from this person, you guys. There's this energy of this person viewing you as someone who's expanded beyond like convention and structures that a lot of people are stuck in. They view you as very free spirited. And it's almost like this energy where it's like, a lot of people are very concerned for their like security, like they want stability, security, like they don't do things that scare them in a way. And I feel like they view you as someone who pushes the boundaries, like the garden and the gate. You go outside of this gate, you dare to venture where other people don't. This person may be heartbroken over you, is kind of what I'm getting. This person may feel like they can't keep up with you. But let me just clarify this. Why is heartbroken here for how they view pile number 3? We have the 4 of Wands. So I wonder if this person feels like you've had your heart broken. We have Mother of Cups. Maybe you guys have had like a difficult home life, or you guys maybe, I just feel like there's this very individualistic energy where you stand out from the crowd, and it just feels like this energy where you don't let pain stop you. Like with the 4 of Wands, it's like this energy of like foundation, security, and having a community. This person may even view you as somewhat of like so unique that you almost are like lone, like not a lone wolf, but almost like a horse. Like this, it's coming through more like a horse energy. But this person may feel like there is maybe somewhat of a like melancholy side to you, or a side that's known a lot of pain. Maybe I'm hearing like maybe you weren't protected. I don't know why that's coming through, but like there's this energy of like you made yourself, not through things being easy, not through like following the norms. It's like I feel like your home has broken your heart, or like the people that were meant to be there for you that maybe would have created more conventionality in your life, or maybe you would have like followed more suit. It's almost like you didn't, because it's almost like you're used to being on the run, or you're used to this transformative energy where like you don't even seek, this is what I'm getting, you don't even seek like stability or comfortability, and like you don't run away from pain is the biggest thing I'm getting, is like because maybe you've already experienced so much pain, which my heart is like sad, like thinking of that, just because like I love you guys. And with the 11, I'm sure you guys have had maybe like painful upbringing, where because of that, it's like you feel like what would be worse would be to live in this comfortability and risk maybe like you wouldn't get your heart broken, or there'd be less pain and transformation. You guys like pick pain and transformation because it's almost like you surrender to what life is, and like the only constant is change, and you're just different from the way that a lot of other people operate, in a way that's like craving stability, craving guarantees. Like it's almost like you know that life has no guarantees. You're really an amazing person, honestly. Pile number 3, like I'm like you guys are like very interesting. I really am enjoying like tuning into this because it's so magical, and I just hope that I'm glad that this person seems to understand that there is a lot more depth to you. Maybe it's had to come like with you walking away. For some of you, it doesn't have to be with everyone, but or this person maybe just knows that you've had to walk away from security. Like I feel like you guys have not been able to have a lot of security that was just given to you. Like it's like and because of that you're this way, is like what I'm getting. So it's like a hard won sort of trait. But yeah, okay, I don't want to ramble for too long, but yeah, this person views you as one of a kind, truly though. Someone who doesn't fit into a box, someone that has such a unique approach to life that just like is only you. Like you have such a signature to you that they don't even understand, but they almost just feel like you know everything. It's like funny, like I'm getting like a wink. Like I feel like you guys would wink in a situation where it's like you almost like baffle people, because it seems like you just have a lot of divine wisdom in moments, and like you guys might just be tuned into the moment where you get like downloads, and it's like, but you have like a sense of humor about it, where I just think you're just very otherworldly, and you tune into that like comedy, not comedy, but the humorous side of wisdom, and like the fact that spirit has a sense of humor. Like God is funny, like literally. You just don't take it seriously. You don't take yourself seriously. Yeah, really beautiful, really beautiful energy coming through. So let's take it into the extended. I want to see how this person is currently thinking and feeling about you and the connection. I want to see what this person wants right now when it comes to you. What are they like desiring? And then we'll get an honest message from this person. What would they say to you? And then just a little bit of advice on this person. So if you guys want to get more into that side of it, I'll have it linked down below. But if it did resonate, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. I really appreciate your guys' support. This has been so fun and such an honor to read for you guys. And I hope to connect with you again soon.